till he knock you out.
And that's an interesting analogy because on top of Muhammad Ali being what you said, he was also a great showman. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to give the crowd what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at Rakim and when you look at yourself, you definitely gave the crowd what they wanted, man.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk about something a little bit more current, man. Like, what are your thoughts on this whole Mr. C thing, man?
I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, the whole thing is just it's real bizarre. I mean, you know, but you know, I feel like this, man. When Mr. C comes to DJ a party, he tears it down.
Tears it down.
When he's on the radio, he tears it down.
Right.
And to me, you know, that should be all that, you know, really matters. I mean, if you love the way he rock a party, you love the way he rock on, you know, Hot 97, then, you know, whatever he do in his personal life shouldn't even matter.
Right.
You know, because I mean, with you, my brother, you know, probably nothing gay, but I'm pretty sure you do a lot of weird ass shit in your personal life.
Of course.
You know,
of course.
So I mean, you know.
No, but did you get a chance to speak to C? Did you talk to him about this?
It's not, you know, Kane, it's not even doing weird stuff, but I feel like it's doing things that just compromise his family. Where I mean, like get out the street. See, get out of the street. You know, get with a network, get with a support system, but I mean, get out of the street.
I think he will. I mean, you know, I can't really speak for the brother because we didn't go into detail about the situation like that. But I mean, just from hearing what occurred, I'm assuming, you know, and that's all I'm doing is assuming that it was the type of thing where, you know, befriending someone like that would have probably came to the forefront a lot faster than trying to pick someone up. So I'm assuming that was his mind frame, that was, you know, I guess the safer way to do it without getting caught.
Right.
But now, you know, he's caught, it's out in the open. So, you know, hopefully from this point on, he won't do that. Now he may, I think from this point on, maybe he feel like he can just, you know, just holler at, you know, someone, that type, you know, person, you know, and do what he got to do.
Did you hear him on the radio the other day, man?
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
You talking about the next day?
Yeah, the next day. Yeah, how'd you feel about that, man? Cause y'all been through a lot. Like y'all ran for years, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I met Mr. C in high school. Battled him.
He was rapping?
No, he was saying his rhymes from his crew members.
Okay.
And then he told me afterwards, then he told me about his crew, and I got down with his crew, the Magnum Force. But we were the only ones that were really seriously dedicated. It ended up being just the two of us. And, you know, once I got the deal, see, we ready, let's go. And we started rocking. But to be honest with you, from 1984 till now, you know, me and Mr. C never really hung out.
Right.
You know, because we're two different types. You know, C don't drink, I drink. You know, we just two different dudes.
Right. C like a different type of girl than you.
we just two different, you know, we just two different type of cats. And we never, like even when I got down with the Magnum Force, the first thing I did was start hanging with the two dudes that like to drink OE, you know, in the crew. And we became cool. Like me and C never really hung.
Right.
You know?
So it was like a professional
relationship. But it was the greatest relationship because he knew me like a book. Like he knew the way I write, you know, so he knew when to drop the beat so they could hear a punchline, even if it was a rhyme that he never heard before. He just knew the way. He knew my hand movement. Like if I'm getting ready to do a different style, for some reason I move my hand with the way I'm flowing, and he'd be watching my hand cutting the same way. Like he knew me like a book.
Right.
You know, I mean, the greatest Mr. C story I can ever tell is we're doing a show, Juice Crew at the Apollo. We're performing on the Bug Tip. Performing on the Bug Tip. And one of his turntables broke. And he rocked the whole joint on one turntable. Just
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know till afterwards.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
on one
crazy.
turntable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like he's one of the greatest DJs I've ever seen, you know what I'm saying? It's such a, you know, professional at what he does, you know, and I hope that it's able, you know, that he can stay that way and not be judged, you know, because that's his personal life, you know.
And I think at this point, man, cats really want to see C win. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too into having him confess on the air, because that's really nobody's business. But I think in the long run, most of us recognize him for the greatness.
I'll be honest with you, whenever C is under duress, that motherfucker spins the best. Yeah. Like when C comes home from bail, that next show, fire.
Yo, have you ever like been around him like right before he got on the turntables and when he got on?
No, I always see him on the table.
Yo, man, who was it? Oh man. Was it Enough or I don't know who was it? I forgot who called me in the room one day and was like, yo, what's wrong with your man? Right. And they told me a story that I've seen him do numerous times. He's done it to me a lot, where he'll be sitting there with you, chilling,
right,
having a conversation, laughing, joking. And then he gets on the turntables, and then you tap him. What, man? What the fuck you want? You see I'm here working?
He snaps.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's serious.
Yeah.
Now, were you a taskmaster with your crew, man? Because you look so professional, man. When you was on stage, like, was you finding cats? Like, say,
absolutely.
Like you were finding cats. $50 for what now?
That James Brown shit.
I mean, miss a dance step.
Ooh,
forget your ballys. Yeah.
Who'd you have the most problems with, man?
Scrap.
Mm-hmm. Scrap.
Yeah,
he just wasn't getting it together, man.
I mean, you know, Scrap was the youngest, man.
Right.
You know, Scrap was the youngest. So I mean, you know, being the baby of the bunch, you're a little wilder. You haven't really, settled in yet. You know.
Now, you cross a lot of like formative areas in hip hop, man. And one of the formative areas you crossing was like being down with Rush during the early days, man. Rush management. You know, being with a young Russell, a young Leor.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? How was those days, man?
Incredible, man. I mean, like the tours. I mean, because they had such a big roster.
They had the only roster. They had the only roster.
Show you right.
How many dates you could do back to back to back?
I mean, you might go out on a 25 city tour.
In what, 30 days?
Well, we were doing like 4 dates a week, something like that. Yeah. You come home, and then 2 months later, you're going back out again with a whole new package. Yeah.
Now, Just Blaze is about to call in, but one story I heard was that you had a really interesting relationship with Slick Rick, man. Like you guys were really cool, but you guys kind of had beef too. Is that true?
Yeah, we had a little problem.
Well, like what, man?
He said something.
Because you guys used to run tight, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could really get in depth,
right,
of with that relationship, before Great Adventures dropped. But yeah, we were real close. And I guess after it dropped, he said something in the magazine that I didn't like.
What'd he say?
I believe they asked him, like he was talking about rappers, that he felt he was better than. They asked him about me, and he said, Kane is cool, but if he got my way, I'd crush him too. And this is your man at the time. Yeah.
So what happened, man?
What happened was we were starting a tour, and they asked me, to be a part of it, and I was like, well, what's Rick getting? I was like, all right, well, I need this much more, and I got to go on after him. So instead of replying, I just chose to mess with his ego.
Yeah, this was payback.
Yeah, I just chose to just mess with his ego, and it worked to where they wanted to renegotiate everything and work it out where we could flip flop order. Like one night I go after him, next night he go after me.
Right.
And one of these nights, something went wrong where I came late, which wasn't my fault. It was LL's tour manager's fault, timing wise. And we ended up having an altercation, backstage.
Hands and feet.
I heard hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it started off as hands.
Right.
You know,
And then I heard you used to bust your guns, Kane. Kane, I heard you used to bust your guns, man.
22 Derringer.
Nah, not no 22.
Derringer.
Kane, I heard them
22.
guns used to bust on the tour bus, man. No comment?
Kane, why weren't you in the Symphony video?
why wasn't I in the Symphony video?
Why weren't
I was
you
in the
at
Symphony
the?
video.
Why weren't you at the shoot that they had upstate?
I was at the shoot. I just had to leave early.
I had to leave early. You know,
Okay.
we had a
We had Ralph McDaniels here one time. Ralph McDaniels explained to us that that it got ill.
Uncle Ralph kind of snitched on you, man. It was like
not snitch. Just said it
Now
got
you're talking
ill.
about history, man.
It got ill, and
you had to lay a little low.
You left the shoot prematurely.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Good way of putting it.
Yo, is Just on the line? All right. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, nah, Kane definitely busts his guns, internets.
Yo, Kane, did you have a temper, man?
A temper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say that.
Because that was the rumor. It was like, you don't fuck with Kane. Kane is a cool motherfucker, but if you get him the wrong way, he might
I'm the
smack
type of
you
person that try
or
to
bust his
show
gun on the
love.
tour bus.
Well, shooting a gun. You mean that's a crime.
Yes,
man.
of course.
Allegedly.
Allegedly shoot
Like,
a
I
gun.
never saw it happen. People say it happened. I never saw it. I can't confirm, but people did say, though.
Yeah, so Justice calling in?
Yeah, he said he's on the elevator as soon as
All right, cool. Another video I want to talk about, man, because you kind of caught some flack behind this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't curse. Don't curse video.
What's the flag?
The flag you had on the
About the clothing?
yeah, the bull.
Yo.
You had the bullfighter kind of blouse type thing with the
Yo, yeah.
scarf,
Chuck
and you had a
Rock,
cast
man,
on
called me
too,
the-
man.
Well, I broke my arm.
Oh, you broke your arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. One of Chubb Rock boys said that y'all was crying. He said, "Yo, man, using the Don't Curse video with a bullfighter suit on."
It was silk though. The shit was silk, right?
Yeah, raw silk.
Raw
yeah,
silk. Now,
yeah.
now, what's going on with that, man? Internets, if you got to see this video with Kane in the shirt and the scarf.
Just the matching scarf.
Yeah, matching scarf. That's some ballsy shit, B.
That's me though.
That's you.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on through your mind? You.
I'm gone. I mean, I'll keep it 100. I'm
Right.
gone.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So the rapper shit really didn't pertain to you. Like the way cats dress, you was above that.
Well, you see, I mean, that was always, my thing. It's about, certain statements, like certain places you want to arrive fashionably late. Certain places you want to be seen with the right person. I mean, lots of times, it's like if I'm in a battle, I'm thinking like an MC, but if I'm entertaining, I'm thinking like an artist. I'm on stage, I'm thinking like a performer.
Right.
So, in certain situations, yeah. So, video like that, I already knew what it was going to be. So, yeah. Okay, this will definitely
You wanted to stand out. It
Exactly.
stood out, man.
Yeah.
Justice on the line. Yo, Just Blaze, what's up?
Just Blaze ringtone.
Ringtone.
Hello.
Internets. This is real right now.
Yeah, how do you don't have somebody answer on the first ring, man? If this was a porno line, I would have hung up already, man.
Kane, I read somewhere also, man, that you used to tour with
but the person you
Patti
called has a
LaBelle.
voicemail box that
And
is not
you caught like a lot of how she like used to do the costume changes in the whole nine. And you
Right.
were operating on a different talk about that, man.
Well, when I was on the road with Patty, I saw how, like, in the middle of the show, she would leave and the background singers would finish the song off and doing their thing. And she'd bounce, go in the
Right.
back, change clothes, and come back with a new outfit. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I want to do that in hip hop. So, I was trying to figure out a way. And at the time, I was in the studio working with Jay-Z and Positive K. So that's how I did it. Like, I would come and do half the show, and then I would introduce Jay-Z and Positive K, bring them out, and let them, rap on stage, and then I go in the back and change clothes. When they got through, I come back out with a different outfit on.
So you're really trying
Change clothes.
You're really trying to push the art to the next level, man. Because most rappers really not thinking about that. They're not thinking about dancing. They're not thinking about singing. They're not thinking about, changing costumes. They just think about coming out and holding the mic.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the way, my mind operate. I want the stage show to be, spectacular.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like, you sit and study your predecessors, you know what I'm saying? And especially when it's someone from a different genre, because that means that, it hasn't been done in hip hop yet, most of the time,
Right.
And I mean, when you really think about it,